On Sunday morning, Australian time, it is the second All-English final of the Champions League in just 3 seasons. Manchester City looking for their first ever European Cup or Champions League title against Chelsea, who have only won it once and are desperate to win it again. Joining me, Richard Bayliss, to preview this massive game, Luke Wilkshire, Heather Garriock and John Aloisi. Seriously pumped for this one because two sides that have had differing seasons, no doubt about it. One of them near perfect, the other building into something potentially special. Meets in Porto on the weekend, Luke. Manchester City, can they be stopped? That's the big question.
Yeah, mate, it's an absolute cracker and looking forward to this. Can they be stopped? If anyone can stop them and beat them, you would probably say it would be Tuchel and his Chelsea side. But look, the form that they've been in leading into this, Aguero swan song, my money's on Manchester City.
Yeah, the emotion around that final day win, huge win, Aguero scoring, lifting another Premier League crown, a 5th one for them as well. The Guardiola-Tuchel battle is so fascinating, isn't it? And Tuchel actually said this week that he sees Guardiola as someone he aspires to be or look up to. It provides a whole other storyline to it. Yeah,
it certainly does, and two fantastic managers. But for Pep, obviously, we know that he plays with a real structure in his style, but Tuchel as well. He's come in from Chelsea, and he's got a real structure about it. The camaraderie amongst Chelsea, the way in which they're defending, as well as playing transitional football. It's going to be a tough match. And yes, Chelsea hasn't had the run that they've wanted to have, up and down results the last month or so. It's because they've been playing in different competitions. But this is the game, and this is the one, that you want to win.
Yeah, it was part of those indifferent results. I guess the last game, the loss to Aston Villa. Ultimately, John, they got through to the Champions League for next year, so they don't rely on winning this one to get in. But who cares about next year? The opportunity in front of them, they might not get again.
Yeah, that's right. They will want to win the Champions League final. It's a fascinating matchup because I think that the way that Chelsea play and their shape does suit their style against City. And we saw that with the last 2 results, first in the league and then in the FA Cup. So Chelsea have got an advantage, and that's what he'll be looking at. He'll be telling his players, look, we've already beaten them twice. We can do it again. But on the other hand, City will be going, that was a different competition. If we play to our strengths and the way we like to play, we'll win this game. So it's going to be tough to pick between the two, but a fascinating tie.
So if that is a psychological advantage potentially for Chelsea and knowing that they've won against City on the last 2 occasions, what impact does it have on Pep Guardiola and those players? Because in this competition, traditionally, he's been accused of overthinking it. Luke, is there a danger from City's perspective that he could read almost too much into the previous meetings?
You'd like to think he's learned from the past experiences. You know, that's the time, that's where you grow, when you've learned, and they're in a great opportunity now, their first final for the Champions League. And I don't think so. The way they're playing, the players they have, the belief within that squad, I think they go about their business as usual. I think the worst thing that Pep Guardiola can do is overthink it. They need to go about it as business as usual, and should they do that, it's going to take some Chelsea side to knock them off.
So Heather, I imagine that, as you said, you're picking a tight one. Do you have an inkling on which way it might go? Because you picked Villarreal, by the way, to beat Manchester United. You got that right.
Yeah, I do like an underdog, let's face it. And I think Chelsea's story this year and this season for Tuchel to come in, and he's transformed the squad. He's transformed the belief within the squad, the quality within the squad. Can you imagine going a runner-up last year with PSG and coming in to coach a Premier League team like Chelsea and winning the Champions League? That is a magical story, so I'm going to back Chelsea.
Okay, John, what do you see happening in this?
Oh, I can't pick a draw, can I?
Well, you can pick a draw, but then you have to say who wins in penalties potentially.
Oh, look, I think that Chelsea have an advantage over City in terms of they've beaten them twice already under Tuchel. So I'm going to go with Chelsea, but it's going to be tight, and it wouldn't surprise me if City go and smash them in the end. But I'm going to go with Chelsea and stick my neck out.
Chelsea were amazing, by the way, in the semi-final against Real Madrid. Man City were also very good against PSG. So both come in with form in this competition, of course. What are you thinking?
I've said Manchester City from the very beginning. From everything that I've seen throughout the season, I see no reason why they can't go on and finally get that elusive Champions League.
Well, they certainly have the players to do it. They certainly have the manager to do it. The question is,